Did he? Did he?
Did he?
Blame it on Eddie.
Blame it on Eddie. There you go.
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
And there we are, folks. We are live.
No, we're live. You gotta say it like we're live.
God damn it.
Live.
I don't even got a voice because of Camp Zool 2.
I don't even know where we're at.
That's the topic of the day, son. Here we go. Pretzel Lou Black here and One-Eye Jay, and we got the timeline officially wrote down by Pretzel, so he's going to go along and narrate for us all the events that happened as they happened, so we can all give our opinion on how fresh Camp Zool 2 was.
In fucking deed.
Holy shit. That's a dude from Sky Top Orange, Kakani.
Those guys are fun.
Share the stream.
I am getting ready to. I'm looking it up.
Ooh.
You see how this is? I'm lucky I got all these people around me to keep me organized. Especially Robin, who has officially become our manager, Miss Butts.
Miss Butts.
Just like Joey said. She do everything. Don't forget a job. She's always robbing.
Always Robin.
Somebody doesn't sound happy.
And say some little future Zooligan is not very happy.
It's my niece.
All right. So where do you want to start at? Day 0.
Well, I figured that we would start with we might as well get the elephant out of the fucking room. Out of the 100% of people / Zooligans / cult members from Terrortown, we had 2 that decided that they was gonna try to act a fool at camp. Now, I would say out of all the people that was there, only 2 was a pretty good number that we had
for sure.
Problems with. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way first, fellas. First, we had our resident trying to sneak into camp, Mrs. Carrie Snow. She got in free for last year. I'm not sure really how, but Carrie did end up getting in for free. She tried to get in for free again this year and was actually caught by Terrortown employees trying to get in. And then fucking Michael Winnegar of Magic Ninja Entertainment caught her trying to come in. So they gave her ample chances. She said she didn't have no money, yet she was seen when she snuck into town buying merch, buying masks and shit, but she didn't have money to actually buy a ticket to get into the event. So what happened is that a deal was made. They was going to let her in for like half cost of a ticket. They said, look, you give us half, you could come in and enjoy the show. Well, the time come, she didn't want to pay the money again. So she tried to get in. The police had to escort her out, and we all looked as she had her bags and she was leaving. So bottom line is, if you're coming into fucking camp, buy you a ticket and show support. That's what these events are for. It's for you to come in, buy your ticket, come in and have a good time and show support.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Right, because who would have thought you have to pay for a ticket when you go there?
I know, right? It's like
for a 3-day music festival.
Pay for my gas for free.
Shit.
And even if it was the case, that thing keeps putting it on blast every year. I get in for free. Like, now you're going to make 100 people show up and want to get in for free.
And then we'll move on from it. Is that last year, Carrie was showed generosity at camp. We showed generosity. This year, it was a different story because Carrie, all year long leading up to camp, was doing this online, running her mouth at Zooligans, talking shit on myself as well. So I don't expect how she expected to march into fucking camp and expect generosity from the Zooligans after talking hella shit all year. So
and let's not forget, half off a ticket is generosity.
It was super fucking generosity. We tried our best to fucking put our hand out and say, hey, but yeah, goodbye. Let's talk about number 2. Who wants to talk about number 2, our second problem child at camp this year?
We call them exiled, but we'll talk about it. I'll address that elephant in the room. Mr. Inappropriate plunger boy. I'm not even going to give him his due diligence. But he was running around day one. I think he showed up late, parked his truck, got out with a bullhorn. We're like, here it goes. And he's screaming all types of ridiculous shit.
Stay back.
So when we were at the
Playing
shelter,
games.
he set his plungers down, and Robin said, you know what? I'm not going to steal anything, but I'm going to take him until the very last day. We put him on the stage, and then he can have him back.
The joke's on me because dude went to Home Depot and got himself a second pair.
Right, we seen him going through remember people said he was garbage picking?
Yeah.
He was wandering through each garbage looking for them.
Back. There's nothing over there.
In the back just laughing like,
There's nothing over there.
So that's what he was doing. He was looking for his plungers. He wasn't really garbage picking.
Well, no, that's not 100% true either because I heard from other people that at previous Astronomicons he was picking through the garbages too and eating out of the garbage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We have a lot of beautiful women within our community, and I don't think anybody was dressed too inappropriately to where it gives someone the right to basically do what he was doing. He was not only using his eyeballs, but he was using his camera as well and taking pictures of some of our females in the community there. And all I'm going to say is this, is that, I'm not saying you can't come back to camp, but if you do come back to camp, you're going to have to change your tune because this year didn't work out for you. You pissed a lot of people off. And, if you want to come back, you're going to have to make some big changes.
I had a very, very serious conversation with a guy in his regular mode. He was dressed up like a little ninja dude looking for his plungers. He got word where they were. He asked for them back. I said, I'll give them back, but we're going to have a little talk. I explained to him, he creeps people out. Kids come in there. There's regular people too. You're making us look stupid. You know what I mean? All of us. Because it makes it look like you're our friend. So we gave him back. The second day, he kind of toned it down. But little stuff like the Michigan Misfits going to do, like a special one-of-a-kind picture. And this guy's going to sit in the back and just stuff his face as fucking sloppy and nasty as he can. Like you couldn't sit somewhere else. And then, I'm trying to take a picture of neck pissing. Man, this guy's just in the back. It's weird. But he's just being so belligerent, dude. He's like almost gurgling and making fucked up noises. Like, dude.
So I guess my biggest issue about the whole situation too is being a fellow female. This man thought that it was appropriate to go around taking pictures of other females and posting them to his personal Facebook page. And then a lot of people want to say, well, they were dressed a certain way, so they deserved it. Well, let me tell you something. I wore a tank top the first day, and I wore my bathing suit the second 2 days, okay? My bathing suits were cut pretty low compared to some of these other females. Now, I'm just not as well endowed in the chest, so that's why I'm not, like, all looked at. But if they're dressed inappropriate, then I am, too.
Yeah, there was nobody that was dressed too inappropriate for him to be a creeper, and that's exactly what he was acting like was a creeper. So, like I said, Plunger Kid Boy, if you want to come back to camp, you can, but you have to understand you pissed off a lot of Zooligans this year.
Show some respect to the ladies, punk.
That's exactly it. And we'll leave it at that. When you come to camp, show fucking respect. Show respect to the ground. Show respect to your fellow fucking Zooligans. And show respect to yourself, most of all.
A bunch of 20-year-olds and teenagers that are just out to, like, expose themselves just to be popular. These are respected ladies that are married and have families.
Exactly.
Dude was way out of line the whole time.
Okay, get out of here.
He was also taking pictures of artists, but
all right, so let's move on. So let's start out with day 0. I know I was day 0, and One Eye, I think you was day 0 as well.
Yes, I was there the day before.
Also, where's he at? Neck Pissa over here was day 0.
yeah.
Technically, we were day 0. We got it at 11.
1 hour to go, so we made it.
We made it.
Well, at 11 o'clock, it was still popping.
Hell yeah.
Whoa. It got more popular.
So now take it. I wasn't over there the entire time. I did go peeping out a couple times. I saw Neck Pissa. I actually rolled up on the golf cart without no makeup on, and I seen One Eye, but I don't think One Eye knew who I was.
Yeah, I didn't realize at the moment because you weren't masked and I wasn't paying attention. And then somebody came up and I was like, "Who was that?" Just yelled my name, and I was and they said, "Oh, that was Pretzel." And I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't even notice."
I did that to you a couple times before I actually walked up to you. I was like, "What's up, Jake?"
Right.
So tell us of the stories of the Day Zero party that went on. What was? I know we had cookouts going on. What else? We had?
Yeah, I got there. I guess the cookout had just shortly before I got there ended, but everybody was still out there. Everybody was just partying and kicking it and shit. It was a great time. Highlight
That's
of
when
Day
we
Zero.
went venturing up to the gates. That's when I first met One Eye.
Yeah, the highlight of Day Zero for me was and seeing everybody and hanging out.
Now, I do know sometime in the afternoon, our resident Zooligan, Mr. Jay Weasel, had bought a lot of Subway for everyone to feast on. I think he bought $150 worth of Subway for everyone in the parking lot, up to and including Mrs. Carrie Snow, who hated Jay Weasel, but ate his food for free.
And let it be known, me and Fats cleaned it up the next day. And I didn't even have any, you fucking hoodlums.
I had a little bit. It was good.
Well, you should clean up your mess before you leave.
I did. It wasn't me.
Speaking of which, I want to say real quick, all the Zooligans did a great job of keeping their areas cleaned up, having trash bags out, and at least keeping as much as they could picked up off the ground. And that's amazing. After 3 days of being out there, that it didn't look more trashed than it did. Well, we all had respect for the grounds, and that's
because
awesome.
Your boy brought the big bags. They were like, "Are you the ones with the big clear bags?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I stole them from the can place."
I can't comment.
Well, you can still say you can talk to them.
Yeah, so took care of the grounds really nicely compared to other festivals we all go to.
So the bartender, Miss Melissa, she says, "Love all of you. Y'all are the best."
Yeah,
shout
she was
out
great all
to,
weekend too.
Shout out to the Terratown, our resident bartender that was there. She was cool.
Yeah, that's Melissa.
What do they call you, Melissa? Voodoo? What? Voodoo?
She's a voodoo princess.
That's it.
A voodoo princess digging down to her roots.
And it's fitting she gives me the creepy ass basket I don't dare to bring in the house.
Don't let him lie. I'm the one that took it.
You guys seen those pictures? It's still on the porch. We need to lie.
We brought it in the house once, but he won't let me bring it in.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's kick it off with Friday, y'all. Day one of Camp Zool 2.
I showed up about 11 o'clock, filming myself as I approached, and there were still people hanging out at the campsite.
It was disgusting.
I got in there, and I'll tell you what. Actually, I got there about 3:30. I take that back. See, I'm still getting my bearings back. I had to rush right in, meet up with Dean, and instantly we got on stage and we did his set, and it went off without a hitch. Thank God. It was a lot of fun. I was glad to be a part of it. But that's when I showed up.
Yeah, then me and Neck Pissa went down and worked over at the Emporium.
Yo, shout out to the motherfucking Fake Time friends for coming and helping at the Emporium. We had a very long line on Friday at the Emporium. A lot of Zooligans wanted to get in, and we made sure we kept it orderly. Between myself, Fake Legs, and Bootleg, we made sure everyone had a good time and come through the Emporium, got what they wanted, and then got the fuck out.
Hell yeah.
And we gave them plenty of slaps throughout the whole thing. They went quick. There's so many groups. We gave them entertainment and slaps for free.
All the Zooligans
like, give me a sip of your soda. I'm like, get out of here.
I tried telling him this isn't old fashioned Coca-Cola. There's no cocaine.
Yeah.
He didn't listen.
Yeah, the Emporium line on day one was too long for me. I didn't get in there till day 2.
Yeah, I didn't get in till 3. I went in on day 3. Luckily there's still some Knox CDs left.
And I hear you got one of these fancy hats.
So
yes,
I waited in line on day one for Fats King because he and Casey really wanted to see a couple sets that were back to back. So I stood in line to be able to get him his Camp Zool jersey that he really, really, really wanted. And that way they didn't have to miss him. Not that I actually wanted to miss sets, but they were closer with the people that were playing. So I just felt like I was going to go and take that hit as their friend and I would miss it instead.
Hell yeah, Granny Zool for president. I get behind that.
Yo, she's my Zoolmall.
Hell yeah. That chick is the coolest, man.
You see her in the maze and she was sitting on a thing and she wasn't even like trying to be scary. We were like, how you feel? She's like, you motherfuckers got me baked.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Let's all give our favorite part of Friday at Camp Zool. Let's all give what our most memorable moment was on Friday. Bootleg, you go first.
All right. Well, Friday, of course, I did the set with Dean, so that was really fresh. I was their pumpkin monster as I shot confetti and threw balloons into the crowd and held a Necronomicon in my arms. It was a good time, but I think my favorite part of the night, besides sitting and getting to know One Eye and hanging out with Whipstick and his friend and Kyle Driver and everybody there, was going through the trail. Even though I didn't want to, I was kind of pressured by Jackrope and Cody Manson to go through this line and get in there, and I sloshed through the mud. I went through, I got smelled by somebody and told I smelled gross. So I guess I do have a problem with my body odor. I guess Fake Legs' daughter is right. I smell like poop. And we got all the way through, and then I saw Mighty Lee Carver behind the podium, and then Bill come out of nowhere, and I sit next to Joe Black, and I got the slowest, thickest bloodbath I ever got down the back of my neck and top of my head that I've ever had in my life. And that was amazing.
Hell yeah. Fake Legs, your favorite part of Friday. Go.
Well, it had to have been, obviously the trail and the set that, me and Neck Pissa did with Cody Manson. It was pretty fucking amazing.
Hey, yo, I did see that where y'all brought him out in the body bag. That was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, you think it's hard to breathe in a fucking forever face? Try breathing in that plastic mask with no mouth hole, with fucking tape over your mouth. Bro, I couldn't breathe. And then we get up there, and we're doing our shit, And may I say, me and Neck Pissa got the privilege of sharing the stage with Cody Manson and Scum.
Yeah.
Here you go.
And when Scum came up, he grabbed my arm. Like, I thought it was security ripped me off stage. I'm like, fuck, I was invited. Like, what are you doing? Why are you ripping me off stage? It was pretty fucking cool. But it's so fucking hard when you're trying to watch an artist you like and you're on stage, you catch yourself watching them. Like, wait, I'm not here to do that. I got to do other stuff.
Shout out to Jerry Vincent and Fats King as well. They were up there with us.
Yes, sir. And fuck, what was that other kid's name?
I don't remember that guy's name, but Cody.
What was that One Eye? What was that guy's name with the dreads that had that?
Oh, Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, he was one of
the flag.
Yeah. You called him a fag? Yeah. That's not nice, dude.
Yeah. All the time.
The shit was incredible, though, man. But yeah, that and the maze and just, being at Camp Zool was the favorite part.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Day one, that was the Q&A days, right? The Q&As were day one?
Yeah, and the trail.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Next, what was your favorite part of Friday?
Of Friday, I'd have to say waiting in line for that trail because they had my heart pumping. I was scared, and I was getting Fago showers left and right from Monkey Man. It was fun.
I missed that because I was at the end of the line.
Shout out to motherfucking Monkey Man. He was there all weekend tearing shit up, scaring people, dragging them around, making weird monkey noises.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that super famous Q&A was pretty dope. That was one of the highlights for me on the first day, the super famous Q&A. They were hilarious.
Hell yeah.
It sounded like shit.
I sit and I watched it. The Q&A from the Fun Time guys was quite informative. We got to hear the first time Whip had met Loki. They come down here to
that was good.
Tennessee, where I'm at.
Yeah, that was a good story.
Oh, for me, on Friday night, y'all, I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna have to go with the trail as well. Because I was fortunate enough to be a part of it and see all of everybody come through there that night. I saw all y'all. I played the bumbling, stumbling zombie that was trying to push y'all out, telling you to get the fuck out.
I played the bumbling, stumbling drunk guy that you were pushing out.
But that was it was so much fun. We would sit there and sure as y'all know, Billy was hiding behind the door at the back of the church, waiting on the unsuspecting Zooligan to come through so he could jump out, make them piss their pants. And then once you got into the church, you had Joe Black sitting there, and I would sit there, and we had about 5 to 10 minutes between each group that was coming through, maybe a little bit longer. And I would sit there and watch Joe Black and Lee Carver get into what they was fixing to do for the next group, and it was so atmospheric. It was a surge. I was in the Church of Zool, because I've been to the church before, the real church, but this was like something else. It was like we was shooting a movie. It was fucking crazy.
I like the scene that was that church looked more wicked than it ever did when they were in there with all the blood on the floor and all that shit. It looked like a slaughterhouse in there.
In their fancy blood rain.
Yeah, shit was dope. Even the local police come through and had to check it out. Those 2 sheriffs that were there, they come through and they checked it out. They left smiling and laughing. It was like, wow, this is great.
Oh
Yeah, they enjoyed themselves.
They sent us a friend request on Facebook.
The sheriff.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah, they were good all weekend.
Fuck yeah. And last year. Were you there last year when I?
No, I missed the winter one.
Oh.
Sadly.
We would have gave you a hug.
I know.
Did you guys keep your toys I gave you?
I still have my homie. Yes, I do.
I gave you one, right? Fake eye, one eye.
Yeah, I believe so. I think so. I think I got one of those. No, I didn't get one of those.
What?
I don't think I did.
How? You were right there. When I first met One Eye, we were all chilling. Then the next morning, I went to the bathroom, and he was sleeping by where the tickets were. I thought he was Grandma's Zool.
Yeah.
Because of his white hair. I'm peeking at him. He looks at me like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Oh, I thought you were Grandma's Zool, man." What the fuck?
So y'all, I had bounced shortly after the trail had ended. Because I'd been going since I'd got up at I think 10 or 11, and we was up at camp at noon. So I was wore out, by the end of that first day. So me and Madame Skinner, we headed back to the hotel, got some much needed rest. Then we was up again at 10 a.m. to be at camp by noon, to that way we can open up the Emporium and get it rolling. And boy, was Saturday a day. Bootleg, go ahead and kick us off about your Saturday. How was your Saturday at Camp Zool 2?
Well, I was going to say,
my Friday?
What's that?
You heard on my Friday?
Oh, did I skip you? I'm sorry.
My name's Skip. Hi, nice to meet you.
I didn't mean to skip you. I thought you were in fake legs. What was your favorite part of day one?
Mine was the same as everybody else's. Mine was the trail, and he's over here.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Butts. Did you get baptized in the church?
I did get baptized in the church, but it's not Mrs. I was born with this name. I didn't choose this name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Miss.
I'll be a Googler one of these days.
So yeah, I think that was a lot of people's. Everyone had a great time at the trail. A lot of Zooligans got baptized. So yay to that.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I cleansed my sins. Now I feel immaculate because I was baptized by the blasphemous.
And let me ask real quick, what homie do you got on your desk, Gravity Boots? Is it the homie or the clown? The big clown I gave you. But anyways, carry on.
Saturday,
bootleg.
Saturday.
Saturday was the Fun Time guy, fucking Q&A. I only know this because I remember I went live Saturday with my phone during the day, and I caught part of it in my phone. But what happened was the night before when I was talking with One-Eye Jay and Whipstick's friend, who was the former hype man for Low Key before Whipstick did it, he asked me several questions, and he found out that I was researching Whipstick for the last year to make a character that was shittier than the actual Whipstick and portraying well, Saturday when the Funtime guys were doing their Q&A, somebody had asked, why is Dipshit a better Whipstick? And he started a crowd chant for me to come walking in because I was outside and I heard them chanting Dipshit, Dipshit. I walked in, and it was just a real surprising moment that so many people knew who the fuck I was, because I'd only been doing this character for, well, I'd say probably I'm coming up on the year anniversary. Well, a little over a year anniversary of getting the mask and honing my craft. So that was a real reality check right there for me to see everybody appreciate me and look forward to me being around. Don't worry, bootleg won't go nowhere. But that was probably my favorite part of Saturday was the Funtime guy Q&A.
And let's not forget when I walked up, Eight Legs was like, "Hey, look, it's us."
Yeah. But their set was amazing too. Lee Carver coming out at the end. That collaboration right there was something we were hoping for the year before, and we got it this year, and it was well worth that wait.
Mr. Crawl at it.
I got a funny story about bootleg shitbag. I kept calling him bootleg shitbag instead of bootleg dipshit. But there was a really funny thing that happened. We were all standing around in town. It was me and bootleg, and JR was there, and the real Whip was standing a few feet behind. And this kid walks up, and he wanted to meet Whipstick. And we were like, "Oh, he's right here. You can meet him. He'll sign an autograph for you." And bootleg signed an autograph, I think, for this kid. And Whipstick, the real one, is standing behind, just cracking up, laughing. And then we all broke and said, "There's the real guy right there."
Yeah, it was funny. He was laughing because he knew I was getting his. I was like, but I can't take credit for it, and I never do. I always try to see if he's around so I can say, "Well, I'm actually a cosplayer. I don't rap. This is the real Whipstick." But he wasn't in mask, and I was, right. So he got us confused. It was funny.
You're his doppelganger.
It was really good, yeah.
Memories, man. Yeah, I remember that happening too.
We actually saw him outside of the hotel on Saturday.
So,
and video chat with Aurora. We still went to her.
This is including Robin and Fake Legs. You're both up on Saturday. Go.
I karaoke twice.
What'd you sing?
So I sang Meredith Brooks' Bitch. And then I sang Melissa Etheridge's I'm the Only One.
Did she say the crip walking?
Crip walking.
We miss you too, Logan Chumley.
Yeah, you know, it had to been the Funtime set.
Yeah, no, for real.
What else did we do? I don't remember what days I did what.
Yeah, so honestly, the
pretty incredible shit
with that as well.
Yeah.
I have to say, I enjoyed being able to go and video chat my kids during the Funtime set, so that they were able to watch the entire performance and have a glow stick party in our living room while we were at Camp Zool. And my 6-year-old managed to make the picture on my phone.
For Ed's background.
That was super cool.
Yeah,
that was super cool.
Yeah, so they like Joe Christie took the phone when it was on live on stage so my kids could see, you know, and they were having a glow stick party at home watching it, so they were like at the concert. But Joe Christie's such a fucking gangster. He knew what we were doing. He took them on stage so they can get like a front row view. And then Whip loves my kids so much, like he sees them, gives them a little wave.
Yeah, that wave he gave at the middle of his performance, that wasn't at the crowd. That was at our 6-year-old that was on video chat on the phone.
That's awesome.
Oh, and just like That's what I meant to say too. Is the first day, you see the gun that Whip had all weekend. That my daughter gave that to him because Whip gave him or her his gun from the positive video, and she was like, "He's not going to be able to protect himself." And then when someone was in a suit spraying people with the big mask, Whip had that gun to their head.
Yeah, he put that gun to my head.
Who was that mysterious man?
Yeah, I knew who that mysterious man was.
Yeah. I got kisses from that mysterious man, and they were sloppy and wet.
I kissed that mysterious man.
Hey, it's not a mysterious man. It was the great Zultar.
Teresa and I heard a little rumor that Gooblo's kids got $40 drumming on
Whoa. They sold lemonade after that, and they made $250 in like 2 days. I'm like, I'm gonna quit my job and let them support me.
No. They sold lemonade and were drumming in front of our houses, bucket drumming, with buckets and fucking sticks, and they made almost $200.
Whoa!
Yeah, our kids are genius.
Hell yeah.
Training.
So I guess I'll go ahead and go on my Saturday. I did have a couple things. It's hard to really narrow down Saturday because Saturday was so fucking dope. But I'm going to go ahead and say first, seeing Twisted at Camp Zool was a real something uplifting for me because I'm sure as y'all know, I've been a huge Twisted fan for years. So shout out to the motherfucking Demented Duo Twisted for taking time out to schedule. They didn't have to show up. They come and they did the shit. They did the meet and greet. They did the show, and it felt good. It felt like there's that unity, between MP and LLE, and the boys are going to get together. And when they do, the people's been clamoring for it. It's going to be fucking thunder.
E5.
Now I was going to say they busted out an old school set too. It was all old songs, and it was just the two of them. Just doing the damn thing. It was
rapid fire, nonstop heat. It wasn't no filler. There was no in between. Let the crowd simmer down. It was like bam, 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 bam.
Yep.
Right.
We got the AXC come out and did the introduction for Twisted, brought them out. So I thought that was really fucking dope.
Hell yeah.
But I have to say my second was my favorite was probably the karaoke. Where me and Mr. Bootleg somewhere over here, we had planned out we was going to get up there and do Twisted's How Does It Feel for karaoke. And it come down to the last minute there at karaoke. We wanted Carver to go first. So I went down, I said, "Look, Carver, it's time. Go freestyle." Carver said, "No, you got to go first. I ain't going first. You got to go first." So I was like, "Fuck it. I'm going to go get Bootleg and we're going to do the damn thing." Well, I got down there and I saw Zulmal. And I was like, Zumal loves to sing. So I got Zumal, and she went up there first and fucking murdered it.
We had about 3 or 4 people going before us. But when we got on the stage and I asked Pebs, why are we going on stage? He said, "Don't worry about it. We're going on stage." We went up there, and then by the time we got off, the room was full, not full of people, but the people that were hanging out outside had come in to see what was going on. And I shit you not, people, Pebs has the power of darkness. Darkness engulfed this man as he left the stage and went into the backstage area and walked into the darkness. It ate him, and he was just consumed by it, and he was gone. And I was like, "Where did he go?" And I just went out to the bar the other way because I wasn't going to let the darkness eat me alive.
So, yeah, I would have to say me and Bootleg are definitely the karaoke champions this year at fucking karaoke, at camp. So next year, if anyone wants to flex their might and go on the mic at karaoke, come on, bring it, because I'm going to be there. Bootleg's going to be there.
How can you even say that, though, when you didn't even stay to the end? You missed my performances.
Because I know.
He's a self-proclaimed.
Just like he said, I'm the king of darkness. I'm the king.
Nah, I won the costume contest. I won the long live lyrics contest. I'll challenge you to a karaoke duel at Camp 3.
We didn't even get into I'm just joking. I mean, y'all, there was a lot of good. I did see Leah's, what she done.
You did really good.
She did great with hers, dude. She was on point. I was surprised. Shout out to the Petty Bones for doing such a great job. We did pick up a couple of their items at camp, and Teresa got a coochie cork bag.
Nice.
No, shout out to the Petty Bones because my prize for that long-lived lyrics contest was legit the most personalized, like heartfelt thing I have ever received in my entire life. And that was super fucking dope of them to go and put in that much effort.
You are correct. Shout out to the motherfucking Petty Bones, my resident moderators over in Forever Face Alley, along with Moondoggy. Moondoggy was there all weekend holding it down. Forever Face Alley was in full force.
So then she framed my picture, made me a specialized picture, put the Lost Cause stuff on it. This is a scannable Spotify link, and my lyrics started at 13 seconds.
With a custom blood splatter frame.
Yep.
Very
like
cool.
this right here, it's like a trophy for me.
Yeah, Leah is very crafty.
Yes, I agree. It was seriously, she's like, I could have given you guys like merchandise or something. I'm like, no, like this is way better than anything you could have possibly given me. Like this is from the heart. It means a lot to me. And then
go ahead.
TJ knows I'm a huge creature.
SON
Give me this little creature.
I seen that in the chat. SON did kill it at ICP at karaoke. I gotta hand it to him. He did a good job. I just wanted to bring that up while it was in the chat and I saw it.
He sung 2 songs. He done Tilt-A-Whirl, and then I think he done Burning Up as well.
Yeah, and Hell's Pit. Yeah, he did a great job at it.
Dope. All right, Neck Pits to go. What was your Saturday like? What was your most favorite event?
Saturday, I gotta say, it brought me back to being a little kid when they did the balloon fight. I think that was Saturday.
Yes.
I loved nonchalantly walking up behind Bootleg and
he did. He got me.
Yo, that's only the beginning. You know, that was like, you know, that was just the beginning. Next year we're gonna have a fucking balloon war.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, that was fun as hell. I got cast right in the face with one.
I pegged Billy with one and it didn't pop. He's like, "Ow!"
I did pop one on Billy. I think they were like condoms full of whips piss though.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched Tino Bravo fill those up with pure clean H2O.
Purely speculation.
No,
Pretty sure it didn't happen. Shout out to the boys.
I was saying that the whole entire camp weekend, every time I went to show somebody a picture of something that happened, I'm like, Pixar didn't happen. Pixar didn't happen.
Yeah, shout out to them dudes. I saw Mr. Fats King at camp. He was roaming all around. Shout out to the Pixar didn't happen crew.
That's the homie.
I gotta say that guy took the worst bump I've seen in the pit. I felt the pavement shake when Fats King went down, and he got right back up.
Did he get whipped by Indiana Jones? No. Okay, I got fucking. Someone needs to clip their nails in that motherfucker.
Look at your lady, sir.
No, I was say I tried telling them that the nails was probably me.
No. These things are like fucking half-inch long. I compared the ones on my bed now.
We did not get a Cody Manson Fago shower in the pit this year. Instead, it happened during the trail line. So, actually, I don't remember seeing Cody in the pit very much. I think maybe he took it easy this year.
He went to. He had his buddy's funeral. He had to go to Saturday.
Yeah.
Right after the. Was it Sunday, Neck Pisser?
It was Saturday. Rest in peace,
Saturday and came back Sunday.
Yeah. Rest in peace to his homie.
Yeah, rest in peace, Coon.
Yeah.
So for on Saturday, One Eye, what was your memorable experience at Camp Soul 2?
Shit. Did FAMS perform that? Is that the FAMS day when FAMS performed?
Yeah.
Yeah, their set was fucking one of my favorites of definitely of the night, but of the whole weekend too. FAMS and the Hooligans, they fucking killed it.
Yeah.
That's when I got my arm slapped by Indiana Jones in the pit.
Yeah, the FAMS set and the Sunset were both fucking my highlights for that day.
The Sunset. Aw.
Yeah, shout out to the fans. I'm sure, as y'all know, they got into that accident, and when they left out after their set, that fucking deer got them. But they did get the deer's nuts. That deer.
I was about to say, luckily they got the deer's nuts.
He's got deer's nuts. Exactly. Instead of D's nuts, he's got deer's nuts.
Did you see where they found him? Like on the hood and on the fender or something? He blew the deer's nuts off. Like, what the fuck?
He was like, I showed you nobody went back and mutilated a dead animal for these.
They do have a link.
Yeah, those
Fans
crazy.
on Facebook, they do have a link to help them donate, get their fucking van back on the road, man, help them get wheels so they can keep touring.
Yeah, and I don't know how many people realized it, but on Saturday, the chick that was dressed like an elf, she had like the elven ears with the cool face paint and the light up staff. That is actually his wife, Allie.
Yep.
That was his wife, Allie, that was dressed up like that. I was helping her out the entire time she was doing her makeup at her tent.
Yeah, shout out to Allie for the wife's bag. The wife bought one of her bags there, and it's really cool.
Oh, yeah. I think it was during
She's another talented.
Didn't Whipstick lose his phone during Fam's set, and then that whole ordeal happened?
Yeah.
What ordeal, baby?
What ordeal? Nobody was ever taking his phone. We were trying to figure out whose it was. I found out it was Whip's. I walked out of the saloon, walked down to.
Oh no!
Asked her if Whip was in there. She said that he wasn't. So I asked her if she'd go on a whip hunt with me.
No. This is how it went. We're ribbing Whip because Robin is Whip's homie. Because I've seen it on the alley too. Someone's like, someone took Whip's phone.
Yeah, some short girl with blue hair. I didn't take nothing. I picked it up and stopped it from getting smashed. I ran out there and sacrificed myself for his phone.
There you go. Whip should be grateful that someone saved his phone for him.
But it was pretty funny though because we went to Alyssa and we said, "Hey, we got a special gift for Whip," and she's like, "I'll call him." I'm like, "Go ahead." And then she knew. And then Bootleg is freaking out, calling me on my government number and all this. I'm like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "Whipstick's mad." Then even Pebs thought that he was mad at me for a minute, I think. So I go talk to him.
Where's John? Not even in his mask. He's like, "Where's John at? You better get him on the phone. Tell him to meet me by the stage. I need to talk to him now." I'm like, "Okay."
Now.
And then I go talk to him. He's like, "It wasn't even that serious, man."
No, see, he said, my biggest issue, man, was I didn't have my phone to message you guys and find out where you were at.
But meanwhile, we were already with his people doing what Zul's do, and that's the right thing.
Yeah, we went on a whip hunt that night.
Whip was in a bad shape, losing stuff. I know he lost his fanny pack as well.
If I would have found his fanny pack, I would have put it in my book bag.
I hate to say it, but Whip would probably lose his head if it wasn't attached. Well, shout out to motherfucking Whipstick. He was there all weekend, holding it down like a fun time guy should.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. He was a nice guy to everybody that approached him.
For sure.
You met every single person he met.
What the hell? It's still blinking.
So are we ready for night 3?
Yeah, Saturday was the shit. Again, on Saturday night after the karaoke performance, I went and I crashed. I'd been going all day. My feet hurt, but I had a big day coming up on Sunday. So we did it again Sunday, got up, tear town by noon, open up the Emporium, ready to roll. Go first, Bootleg. How was your Sunday at Camp Zool 2?
Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna say right now by day 3, even though I got rest, my feet were fucking killing me too. Do not wear fucking low tops to a goddamn Camp Zool if you plan on staying in the fucking street very much, because the big rocks really hurt after 3 days of walking on them. Okay, my favorite thing about day 3 was definitely AXE's set. I'll say this. Meeting him was okay, but it was a very hot line. After that, I did feel a little, I had to go out to the campsite after all that. I had to go chug a lot of water, get me a couple sodas down for the sugar. I didn't realize they were doing the blood bags. I would have gotten one of those because I think I needed sugar in my system or something, because at that point, I felt very dehydrated. I needed food. I needed to like rebuild my energy before like Blaze and everybody started. We all were all cooking out at the campsite before Slasher Dave got on, and really Sunday was like a leisure day until, like we said, we got there about the time Slasher Dave was on set, and we watched the rest of the night unfold. But I had to do a lot of catching up energy wise. But I did spend a lot of time hanging out with Brandon Philbrick. Shout out to him and motherfucking, Brain Dead Customs and the Petty Bones for being friendly to all the Zooligans that came by and let us hang out in the shade out of the sun.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
And Lydia, Dead Bitch's Brunt. She's really nice too.
Yeah, thank you, Brandon Philbrick, for the hospitality, giving us waters, and just being a generally good guy.
With the Evil Emporium. The ladies in the Evil Emporium are always looking for the Zooligans if they're too hot to get water, and that was nice of them.
Yes. We always had something to drink and a good smile at the Emporium. I think we might have lost the Gooblos. They're frozen at the time. Can you hear us, Gooblos?
Yeah, they're frozen, and
y'all gonna need to leave the link and come back in,
or just wait a minute. They'll catch up. There we go.
Even back up.
You got to tell them. You got to tell them kids to get off the internet.
Now they're all sleeping.
They're all playing online games, just eating it up.
Yeah, so keep it.
No, we have shit internet in our town.
Logan Chumley said that Joe threw a balloon at me as hard as he could, and it didn't pop. Well, Logan, you're like a tank, brethren. That's why it didn't pop.
That dude was like Scotty Vance shot Scotty motherfucking B. That was his mini-me the whole weekend.
Yeah, shout out to the fucking Battle Cat. To the Battle Cat, Scotty motherfucking V. He was holding it down all weekend as well.
Thanks for being my shield in the axe pit so I can clear my eyes from the raining blood from Bill.
Yo, I got squirted right in the face.
It was nonstop for like a minute and a half. I'm like drowning. So then I see, like, I look over and Scotty's there. I'm like, oh, I jump behind him. Oh, shit.
I got bonked by that sledgehammer during the Axis family a couple times.
Is that what happened to your face?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So I got it in my contacts and turned around, and there was this Zula gal. I wish I could remember her name. I am friends with her on Facebook now. But I was like, listen, like, I know we don't know each other, but can I please use the corner of your shirt? Because I have this shit in my contacts. And she let me dry my eyes out. The next thing I know, I turn around and I'm getting it again. So I had no choice but to go into this and just cover my eyes. And I just stood there and took it.
I mean, really, it was just Kool-Aid, you know. So, yeah, it was blood. I mean, it had blood in it. We had the goat's blood in it, so that's probably what stung a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's all good. They were disposable contacts, so I didn't have to worry about having them for the next day.
Fuck yeah.
I came prepared.
So I take it that was y'all's favorite part of Sunday too, was the AXE performance. Go ahead and tell us about your Sunday. How did your Sunday go?
So, well, actually, my favorite part of Sunday besides the actuals was this thing right here. I'm going to slap it on. And Pebs are going to have appreciation for this. You already know about this. But
well, that's a mighty beautiful old God you got on your face there.
yes, this right here, it was given to me, no charge, by none other than our president, Mr. Steve Miller. He knows that I have some serious love for the creature. Pebs knows that. Well, I've been wanting this face for like 2 years, but shit just keeps happening. And he gave me this face. I literally cried tears of joy in the parking lot when he gave that to me. I felt so blessed to be given something like that. And then,
Hold on.
Yeah,
so
the
now James, he got something too.
The Reptar face was dope as fuck. I definitely put a touch of the old gods into that one, so I'm glad that it went to yet
It's
another.
so fucking heavy too, man.
Yep. And Pebs, this one is even marked 2020. It's PEB Customs 2020.
Yep. That's one of the early ones.
Yep.
Dope.
So,
It definitely held up for for its age. No
Well,
wear.
that's because the president took care of it. He takes care of his mask, so you got
oh
it.
yeah,
Well,
Good.
well, you know damn well it'll sit in a good home here.
that will forever be cherished. Like that meant so much to me. It really did.
Mr.
So I
Fake Leg,
appreciate you coming up with that. Coming up with this, and I really appreciate Steve and Chelsea for just loving me so much to give it to me.
it's all love. So, Mr. Fake Legs, what would you say on Sunday? Well, what was your most memorable part that made you the most excited on Sunday sermon day?
Well, the accent, of course, because that was pretty wild, And what I forget exactly what even happened. The days blur, It's like it's hard to pick a one and only, like, oh, this is the best part happened that day. But one of the best parts was Eddie gave me the sign. He gave us this fancy.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that was fresh.
So, he was
That
actually
Malenko was
watching it
dope.
off, I guess, and he never got around to it. And,
Shout out to Dead Threads.
Yep, shout out to Death Threads and Eddie and Tasha for.
That was the best part of our weekend. Was we were so broke coming out there, and the gas prices shot through the roof.
Okay.
And everything we walked away with is pretty much one of a kind. Like certain someone's 6-inch maggot dick here.
Oh shit!
The knife, the sign, a fancy voodoo basket. It was like the theme was love, and still walk away with shit that you love. You know what I mean? My favorite part of every single day was how much the Zooligans loved each other. But the meet and greet was Friday as well, right?
No, the meet and greet was Sunday.
That was Sunday.
Oh, yeah, it was Sunday, not Friday. Yeah, the last day, Sunday. So we also were in there, and we had a food fight with Bill, a zebra cake fight. And he sent us a love message on a zebra cake that said, fuck you. So we took one, and I said, go fuck yourself and get more pussy. And I threw it back at him. And then he threw it at Whip. And then Whip gave it to Drew McCam to give back to Bill. It's pretty epic.
I
Then Bill threw a hamburger at me. And then Whip picked it up off the ground and gave it to me. So I took a bite and then threw it back at Bill.
And then Bill threw a freaking hamburger bun at my butt. I said that the
buns on buns.
To throw buns at butt.
And then
buns on buns. I like it.
The icing on the cake was Meat and Joey's mom.
Yeah, Meat and Joey's family was fucking awesome. Like we were held up. We were the next people to go up, and we were like, "Hey, we have to hold the line for a minute. We got a special guest coming in," and it was his family. And being able to see the look on his face, being surprised by his family, and the look on his family's face, like seeing the pride in them, that was something that was very special. That was never expected to happen. And that was a very, very special
moment. I know the boys are 9,000 years old, so she looked remarkable for 12,000 years old.
Yes, I'm sure as y'all know, I am also a black, so it was good to see Mama Black at the festivities.
Good times, man. But yeah, that was about it.
And I was gonna say, I forgot to mention when you asked me my favorite things. One of my absolute favorite things about the AXC set was when Tom and Joe showed up in the crowd after the whole effect part of it with the blood and the puke, and I got a chance to tell them myself and be one of the first ones as they walked in how great of a job they did. And I stood and watched the rest of the set right next to both of them and Flasher Dave while Deathmatch Dilly was doing a one-man mosh pit. all the way around me and giving me hugs like mad. It was so much love during the AXC set. It was beautiful.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was so much love throughout the whole weekend. It was beautiful.
Hell yeah. So I'll go ahead and I'll go last on mine. Neck Pissy, you're up next. Tell us about your Sunday. What did you enjoy? What did
Hold
you
on,
do?
I didn't go yet.
Who?
One-Eyed Jay.
Oh, I was gonna go Neck Pissa, then One Eye, then me. All right, go ahead, One Eye. Go ahead, One Eye. Tell us about your Sunday, bro.
All right, the meet and greet was super fucking cool. Walking in there and seeing the Fun Time Gang and fucking act. But whenever I walked up, Bill, the first thing Bill said, he said to me, he said, "Does your mom know where you're at?" And I just started cracking up laughing. Joe started laughing. Like, yeah, my mom knows where I'm at. But yeah, the meet and greet, and then seeing Diabolic the Monster up there doing the trunk, that was fucking classic.
Fucking amazing set, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking amazing
set.
Diabolic up there doing the trunk with him was the best.
You mean the truck?
The truck?
The truck?
Yeah,
The truck.
My bad. What was I thinking?
You got 5 dead bodies, put them in the truck bed.
Fill up.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Shout out to Son. He's watching. He's
Great.
yelling Legion.
Legion.
All right, Neck Pissa, tell us about your Sunday, Neck Pissa. How did it go?
My Sunday was actually amazing. They trusted me to help out, and everything went flawless. I gotta say, my favorite part was during the AXC set when Billy just kept squirting me in the face with that squirt gun.
Dude, he hit me for a solid fucking 45 seconds, bro. I was like drowning.
Yeah. Yep.
I swear to you, I had to jump behind fucking Scotty, bro. I was like, I duck for cover. I'm like,
And then some weird guy handed my wife this at the end of the show.
Is that the maggot dick?
Yeah, that's one of the
maggot.
Actually, I tossed it to her. I tried to toss it right in her mouth, but it didn't work that way. So
pretty funny.
I was like, look, it's got pudding on it. It tastes good. Yep.
Shout out to anybody who got
the one that Fake Legs got can actually be worn. You can put that on Fake Legs if you so wish.
Bold of you to assume I haven't.
This one doesn't have a spare hole.
Yeah, you have to get a little.
That's
why it's good, because it'll act like a real condom. See.
Oh, I got to show you guys something in case anybody missed it. I didn't get a normal autograph from the guys this time, or from the boys this time. I went through and told Joe, draw a dick. So he drew this little dick, and then Fake Legs was like, it needs balls, so Carver drew big ass balls on it. So Bill didn't get left out.
It was a collective effort.
I have the picture of Bill drawing on the mask.
Yep, Bill drew the big dick right there.
I'll send that to you. I have the picture of him drawing on your mask.
I just wanted them to do something different, and I think they had fun with it.
We have to wear non-slip work to do this.
Hell yeah.
Also, shout out
to Bill's nothing.
Finally got a dweller.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So I guess it's my turn to go about my Sunday. Sunday was very hectic for me. I had a lot to do. I was helping prepare for the AXC set. We had been preparing for it for some months now, getting everything together, making sure everything was going to go down. We had the fucking help of the greats in the industry. We had Tommy Martino. We had was Joe Garcia?
Yep.
Yep. Mr. Joe Garcia. They was helping out. And numerous others, up to and including Neck Pissa. He was up there holding the banner on the stage. But that to me, honestly, that was when I was sitting in the middle of the three. So when the banner dropped and I'm sitting there, I'm on my knees now. I got bony ass knees. I'm on this hard ass wood floor, my bony ass knees, and I'm sitting there. And I didn't even hear the intro as of yet. I didn't get a chance to hear what it was going to sound like. And that bass started hitting. It was just like, oh my God, this is happening. This is happening. I'm about to get my fucking throat cut and we're about to do this shit. But yeah, that was probably my crowning achievement in the underground was to be able to be a part of that and see it all go down. So yeah, the set was just awesome. I actually got to stand backstage with not only Diabolic but SON also before they went out there. You know, gave them a little bit of hype. Shout out to them guys. I actually got to get up on stage with Blaze and the AXE boys during Alternate Dimension. So all around, it was one of the best fucking sets that I've ever seen and got to partake in.
Yeah, that's the one's the man, bro. Me and him chopped it up the very last
day. Shout out to my Michigan Zooligan. My name is Jeff. He was up there too.
Yeah, the set was fucking awesome. You know, we got a lot of good hits. We got to see Brainless. I really thoroughly enjoyed seeing Brainless.
Yeah, that was good.
He was on stage helping. That's how he got it.
I didn't even see it on there.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't up front far enough. I was going to stay back and film the bloodbath, right? And literally, it was in the middle instead of near the beginning. I was expecting a bloodbath maybe near the beginning and somewhere in the end, but it kind of waited.
A blood spritzer.
How many people did it take to work all that, Pebs?
There was quite a few. You talking about just the blood set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was Garcia, it was Martino, it was myself. You know, we had Jay Weasel up there, we had Stalks Boogie up there. You know, we was all trying to work in unison to make sure that everything went down. And you know, I didn't actually get to see it till that night. I saw a little bit of it, but then I got to see some better footage of it, and it looked fucking sweet. I mean, it looked.
Who was the puker?
We was dead.
Who was the puker?
The puker was Jay Weasel.
Yeah, Jay Weasel was puking everywhere.
Smart, dude. That had me rolling. I even told Tom, I was like, I laughed so fucking hard. I was standing in the doorway outside catching some air, and I just could not stop laughing. And Donnie Minnis was out there too, watching through the window, and he was cracking up too. So it made everybody just fucking laugh how long he had that stream of puke shooting out of his mouth.
Yeah.
So, you know, for the record, if you guys don't already know, in the future, if you guys need any FX work, Stocks Boogie's, you know, soon-to-be wife, Chelsea, she's a really good FX artist, and she could always help you guys out, too.
Oh, yeah, we know. We know about Chelsea FX for sure.
That's my bitch.
But yeah, I mean, it was great during Forever Face when you know, we had the puking going on. Actually, Tom and Joe were standing backstage with what was left of the blood and just laying on the crowd too. So not only was Weasel getting you, but Martino and Garcia was getting you from the fucking side too.
Yeah, the fucking super soaker. That thing was fucking dead on. Bill was
Billy up there.
Yeah, I love how there was like a little break in between for all that blood and the squirting. It was like the balloon fight all over again, but in the middle of a set.
It makes you feel like a kid again.
Hey, Cam Zool 2, where a Zooligan can be a Zooligan.
I just want to say thanks to everybody because everybody was, for the most part, respectful. And they did keep the grounds clean, and they were respectful of the haunt actors, even of the police and everything. I talked to one of them at like 5 a.m. for like an hour. They were all really good people that we had around us, never mind just the Zooligans themselves.
Shout out to all the people that got bracelets and went through the hell that they went through, including Lady Beast. She went through it twice, 2 nights in a row.
Moondoggy went through that bracelet.
I have a bracelet at home, and John and I went through the trail with Mike and Rihanna, and Rihanna and I both had bracelets, and once I saw what they had done to her, I bitched out and I hid my bracelet. I ain't even gonna lie, I bitched out because I'm like too much of an angry person. I can't let people do shit like that to me. It's not fun for me.
I had somebody try to attach one to my book bag, and I saw it, and I was like,
Nope, I have it as a souvenir, but I'm not even lying. I bitched out. But Mike had it too, and he went and passed it to me. So I can't be mad about it if Purdue couldn't even go through it with her.
Oh, as soon as they put mine on.
He couldn't quit for the first round.
But check this out, y'all. After the AXE set, we all headed back down to the green room and we all had a little huddle. And I have to tell y'all this, the emotion that I saw after that set was done and after Camp Zul 2 concluded was fucking through the roof, and it was real. There was months and months of planning that went into this event, and afterwards it was just like a big fucking it was like having a fucking horn sprout halo around your fucking head. Shit was just on cloud 9, y'all. So needless to say, everybody was fucking happy with Camp Zul 2. It was one of the greatest events of all time.
I said my goodbyes and got out of there real quick.
Well, everyone did except for us and One Eye.
Yeah, Sunday night I left shortly after saying my goodbyes to as many people as I could because I was wet. My shoes were filled with goat's blood, so I had to bounce and go hose off.
Now that I think about it, we didn't even get to say goodbye to you or Tammy.
Yeah, it happens.
I did get to help Tammy and Lisa out in the Emporium for a short period of time, though. When Christina went to go on break, I helped them package up a little bit of stuff just to give them a hand. Because at the end of the day, those are my ladies, and I love them very much.
Hell yeah!
I hope that LLE realizes that out of all of us, they've always got enough people to help out to keep things running smooth. People they can depend on, because that's what it's all about.
I'll sleep with that turnkey any night I need to.
Speaking of, we're actually I do have my list here, and we're going to go through and do some shout outs here. So in no particular order, I'm just going to go ahead and start. Shout out to Keegan Grimm. Shout out to Dean Destiny, Everything and Nothing, the pig man. He was holding it down all weekend.
That single of his, don't sleep on it. It's very good with AXE.
Don't forget the hot sauce.
Don't forget the fucking hot sauce. Too. I'm gonna have to get me some hot sauce. I do like hot sauce.
He sold out of that shit real fast, bro.
And out of Indiana, shout out to Nasty Inc. I know he was there doing his thing all weekend.
That's my brother.
Yo, Nasty's a good cook.
Yeah, thank you, Nasty, for all the food and hospitality.
Yep.
Yes.
Zitro threw down a performance. I saw his performance. He done pretty fucking good. And then we have the Michigan Misfits. The Michigan Misfits running around.
Body rock.
Yo, those are my murder mitten dogs.
And their third member, the nastiest of them. No.
I'm telling you, man. I love how those dressed up like the Dudleys. That was a shit.
Shout out to the LSP crew that was there, including Cody Manson and Scum and Insane Poetry. It's always good to see the LSP boys out there doing the damn thing.
And if you ever need the Fake Time Friends help again, we're down.
They're there for you. Like a friend, the Fake Time guys are there.
Thank you.
Shout out to
the shittiest friends that anyone's ever had.
Shout out to Native World and Anybody Killer for coming through and ABK throwing down that set for us. Thank you, ABK. Let's see. We got V Sinister, who I know is an OG in the game, who's been around for a minute. V Sinister throwing down a pretty fucking dope performance.
And might I add, he talked to me here in bootlegs, piece of shit ass, and he said he's going to come on our little show here.
Hey, that'd be dope. Like V Sinister, going to in-depth conversation with him about his time in the underground because he's spent it.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got a little something cooking up.
Yeah, so listen, these two degenerates have a manager now, so they can go and make better use of their work. Okay.
Shout out to fucking Sky Swamp Orange. Them boys threw down.
They killed it.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's my first time seeing them. First time seeing them.
You all need to pick up Odium. I know I did.
I got a fancy little karaoke video of that one dude. I forget what his name is, but I'm gonna post it in the alley. He's doing his fancy little hip twerk shit, and he starts calling. It's fucking wild.
And then my homie coming all the way from Sin City, Las Vegas, Donnie Menace, come down and threw a set down. He was there all weekend holding it.
Hell yeah.
He kills it every time. I've seen him like 3 times now.
We had Beatmaster Supreme Straight Jacket come, and I seen Straight Jacket there taking photos, doing his thing. Shout out to Straight Jacket. We had the fams and the hooligans. We know they threw down a fucking.
Ooh.
I'm glad everybody's okay.
From Mob Style Music, the mobster himself, Buckshot.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I did see Buckshot brought in his traveling butcher shop and was slinging his gear. Shout out to motherfucking Buckshot holding it down up in Kentucky.
We took him one of Jimmy James' cards from his funeral because that last album he did was dedicated to my brother Jimmy James. Rest in peace. Yep. So we took him one of the cards and he about teared up.
Yep. I asked him if he would be there for a while, and he told me that if he wasn't there, I could leave it with his dude, but I just felt like it was a personal thing. He needed to be given it, from us to him. It wasn't a pass-along thing.
But shout out to Buck. He's the man.
Let's see here. I'm sorry for my dog. My dog is going to bark, and I'm going to mute my... All right, y'all. Now, if I mention someone who may not have shown up, I think everyone showed up just about. But if I mention someone, because I was not at the main stage the whole time.
I feel like you're yelling at our dogs.
There. I don't think anybody no showed.
God. Okay. Let's see. Who else do we have? Did anybody catch the Blood Moon movie Massacre that went on? Do you know what movie they was playing?
I did watch
it was
Tom
Sleepaway Camp Part 2.
Oh, it was?
Part 2.
Yeah,
oh my God, that's got that one
2.
scene at the end. Sleepaway Camp Part 2. It's got that scene. That one scene.
I like the scene with the hair curler.
I don't want to talk about it. That's nightmare fuel. It's fucking nightmare fuel.
It was that dude the whole time.
All right, y'all. I'm just trying to see here. Devious T, Jay Villain, and we had fucking Diabolic. They coming through down and set, and he also got up there with the AXC and performed the trunk line.
The
truck. Put it in the truck.
Put him in the truck.
Let's see. We had SON who did his own set, and also SON got to go up there during Move Back and Throw Down. Shout out to the motherfucking Hive.
Yeah, I heard there was a wall of death during his set. That's pretty brutal.
And then we had an artist who I actually got introduced to for the first time, who goes by DJ Swamp. Are y'all familiar with DJ Swamp?
Yeah, I seen that together,
but not too much.
DJ Swamp's been around. I had no clue till I met him, and I started hearing some stories from him. It's like, wow, he done some stuff.
I think he might have played a Gathering way back in the day.
He did. Yep. I seen him there.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yep. It's like I could probably get the book out and show you, but you got a nice little slap from him, bumper stickers side.
And then we basically had the I think it was, what was it, the Underground Alliance tour that went up.
King Click and Richter.
All the King Click. Shout out
and Chucky Chuck.
Shout out to all them. Chucky Chuck don't give a fuck. Johnny Richter. Blaze your dead, homie.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Now
with Indianapolis last night.
With that being said, I want to give some special shout outs here at the fucking end to who helped make my weekend fucking dope as shit as well. Definitely the Emporium Queens that was holding it down at the Emporium. Miss Lisa, Miss Christina, and Miss Tammy. They all done a great fucking job at the Emporium. thank you for all the work that you done all weekend and making sure everyone had their fresh fucking maggot dick shirts. Chill.
Cheer.
God damn it.
Chill.
God damn it. Don't encourage him, god damn it.
I like the chill.
I couldn't go down that thoroughfare for the hell life of me without hearing that like 10 times every time I walk down it.
You know, it's like I said earlier, definitely shout out my alley crew that was there. You know, we had the Petty Bones there with Gravity Bleeds. They had their booth holding it down. Shout out to motherfucking Dead Threads and the blood bag lady who was selling the little blood bag full of fucking goat's blood. Shout out.
Yeah, at the chocolate shop.
The chocolate shop. Yeah, she had some good.
Yeah.
The cane shop people were dope.
Yeah, the cane
Yeah,
shop
the
people
cane
were
shop.
dope too.
Yeah,
Some of my
Very
friends-
knowledgeable and very friendly.
And Brain Dead Customs for their fucking heavyweight shirt. That was fucking fresh.
Blame
Yeah,
Itty for my whole weekend.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is man. Dead threads all day. Oh yeah, and second to Grant. Now that you all signed it, you're all second to Grant. So start shouting it out,
Oh,
fuckers.
there's Lydia.
Shout out to the fucking local pizza place there, the Grandma's Pizza. We ate there twice over the weekend. Grandma's Pizza was the bomb diggity.
I'm definitely going to try that out next time I'm down in the area.
Oh, you should. It was good, bro. It's a local pizza joint. It ain't no mainstream
You know
shit.
who you did shout out with your artist list? Fun Time Gang in AXE.
I ain't got there yet, Bubba.
Oh, I thought you were done.
He's
We're talking
rushing
about
you.
Joe. I'm not
Why you rushing me out of here for? Don't rush me.
He's trying to see the best for last, yo.
I was like, wait a fucking minute. We didn't think them.
I want to
Nice.
shout out to Terratown staff. They all come together. You know, down to the owners, Matt. We had Zulma there and all the actors. It was there. They're always, you know, they've been top notch now 2 years in a row. So shout out to everyone who helps bring Terratown together.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Michelle and Brooke, one of the actresses and our bartender. I've got mad love for them since last year. They're family to
Yeah, shout out to the lady working the bar. She allowed me to go back and forth there between the bar and kind of annoy her and get things when I needed it. She was really cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Voodoo Princess.
Shout out to the whole fucking M&E crew that was there on hand. George Velakis holding it down. Michael Winiger. We had Beaver working merch. We had Big Vin Dustin there with Blaze, making sure he was holding things down as well. So shout out, and of course Twisted. So M&E was there in full force. Shout out to them M&E boys holding it down at Camp Zool 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Professional.
Hey. 2 years in a row. We got it. We got it.
Yeah.
Listen.
We got it.
That AA out of Blake,
I
didn't we?
got just a few more here. I know this has been a long list, but fuck, there was a lot of people at Camp Zool. If I miss you, I still love you. Let's hear it. Shout out to my motherfucking brethren who helped me out during the set. Jay Weasel and Stalks Boogie. You know, they was a great help there during the set. Shout out to motherfucking Slasher Dave. Slasher Dave was there. He performed on Sunday.
Killed it.
Slasher Dave, we're not worthy, bro, but thank you for coming. We always enjoy you at Camp Zool. We always enjoy when you do anything with us. You're fucking
Dehydrated. My wrist is sore and my PP is raw. But the trophies for the Houston Horror Film Festival are all forward. They look like
I don't know whose what is raw, but we'll go ahead and move on. Let's see here. Now, last but not least, we had the motherfucking LLE crew, up to and including Big Eric Rayleigh. We had Jerry Vincent. We had motherfucking Dino Bravo coming over from California. We had Tom Martino, Joe Garcia, and then we had the great old gods themselves, and we had the Fun Time guys there all fucking weekend representing. Shout out to my brothers of Long Live Evil for fucking making the event what it was.
The boys wanted feedback. By God, you're getting it.
Yes. I mean, I'm
was
going to go ahead and
amazing.
say this. Like I said, Camp Zool 2 was the best 4 days that I've had in a long time. And
Absolutely.
I'm already ready to go back. I mean, I mean, not next week. I'm still kind of wore out. Not next week, But at least a year's time, I'm gonna be ready to roll again.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying too.
You better get ready by October.
Yep.
I'll be ready for Night of the Zooligans. You better fucking believe it.
Oh hell
I
yeah!
just gotta
Thompson
get
House.
a ride down to Kentucky for that.
I've already got my hotel right next door to Thompson House. I'm ready to
As
roll.
long as
I'm
gas
within-
isn't $14 a gallon,
I'll be
I
within
just want to
walking
cut it off at
distance.
7.
You're gonna have to sell more plasma, Googlo.
If it's too expensive, I promise you guys, I will drug him, stick him in a wheelchair, and bring him on an airplane to fly his ass out because it'll be cheaper.
No.
That's the only way I'll get him there on a plane. I
It'd be like
said,
Mr.
drug
T.
him and drag his ass there.
It'd be like Mr. T. If I get off that
Like
plane, I'm beating face up, and face is bootleg.
Sell more plasma.
Sure, whatever you say, John.
If you fuck it, whoa.
Very, very, and most importantly, we have to shout out all the fucking Zooligans that was there. The list is really long, and we would have to spend like another hour here to do that.
We
But
are
shout
one,
out,
so
shout out to all the Zooligans, because without y'all, this event would not have been what it was. Everywhere I looked at Camp Zool 2, there was someone fucking smiling. Even Plunger Tip Boy, he was smiling, but I think it was for the wrong reasons. But
He shall not be named. We're not going to
he
give
will
him the
not be
dignity.
named. We don't want to see that. But like I said, everywhere I looked, everyone was having a good time. There was smiles on faces. There was jokes to be had. There was fucking good music. There was good eats. There was good everything at Camp Zool 2. It was definitely a fucking Zooligans paradise.
I even made some friends, so hey, I can't complain.
Right, I made friends with all you guys. Meeting you all for the first time, all of you. Neck Pissa, you still had the best sticker there all weekend.
Fuck yeah.
But
Neck Pissa stickers.
awesome
My favorite sticker that I got all weekend was Neck Pisses.
Pissing ain't easy.
Pissing
You
ain't
know what's
easy.
funny to me too? When I met you, you're like, my mask is missing. So I was like, I'll look around. And your buddy was like, he's like, don't worry, 8 legs is on it. I felt like a superhero.
Right, and then come to find out it was in the car the whole time.
I know. I was just like looking. I'm like, someone's got to have it. They're gonna be dumb to wear it.
Right. But luckily, I still had it, so that's great.
I want to say thanks to everybody that watched tonight, man. It was really nice to see us actually double in numbers for the views, because we do this all for y'all. We don't do it for any other reason. We just want to be entertainment for you guys and give you guys a place to fucking chill on Thursday.
Yes, and also with that being said, I'd like to thank all of you. From Neck Pissa to One Eye J to Bootleg Dipshit to the Gooblos. Thank you all. You was all there.
Whoa, dude.
You're breaking
kayfabe there.
I'm sorry. What am I supposed to call y'all?
He is masked after all.
This is fake legs, and I'm their manager.
So you're just the manager.
Yeah, I'm just the manager. I just happen to live in the same town as this one.
So shout out to
There
fake
are
legs
items.
and the manager.
Don't forget there are items on Walmart, Pebs.
What's that?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
there is
items
leftover
in
masks in Zoomart from Ken.
The Friday the 13th go up. Yeah.
I really want them, but I just don't know.
Yeah, if you got, if they're out there and they want to donate it to you.
My birthday was back in April, and I missed Astro. So
Bootleg, you missed 38 of my birthdays.
Thank you, Pretzel.
But yeah, y'all, all I got to say is pat yourselves on the back. You know what I'm saying? Everyone come together, at least 98% of us, and made sure that we made Camp Zool what it was. You know what I'm saying? To the other 2%, all I got to say is you can suck these Zooligan balls.
And if you want to go out there and get you some gloves to handle those Zooligan balls.
There you go. Bad touch, baby. Bad touch.
And you can use what? What is the promo code? Bootleg, you fag?
Whipstick.
Oh my goodness.
Whipstick?
Whipstick.
You'll leave a whip stain on your
It's not the correct answer. You're wrong.
So yeah, y'all. Overall, like I said, Camp Zool 2 was fucking amazing. It's really got me looking forward to Camp Zool 3 now. You know, I got the ideas churning. I got all wheels turning, ready to already start planning for Camp Zool 3.
Should we start calling Sheriff Pebs now at camp?
You know, at Camp 3, you guys may or may not be able to find me at the Philbricks booth for some balloon animals.
There you go.
True.
Hell yeah.
And it's possible that Moondog would get in on it too. He made me a dope bunny, but it didn't make it home, unfortunately. It deflated.
I do know this as well, is that here almost a week after camp, the buzz is still strong. You know, everyone is still talking about that camp experience. You know, I see it online. I see people still sharing their pics and telling their experiences. So it was like, wow, we did it in style.
Definitely had a lasting impression on everyone.
Absolutely.
I have a laundry list of shout outs that I want to give. Not on this. I just want to let everybody know that I got myself in trouble, so I cannot comment on my personal page for like another 6 days, and I cannot participate in groups for another 29. So it's not that I don't love you guys and appreciate you guys or anything like that. It's just sucks, and I am incapable of showing any love at all right now. Just know that I love you all.
I gotta give a shout out to the OG Shade Gang of Camp Zool too.
Yeah, also there was 2 on here that I wanted to throw on here that I forgot about. Shout out to Joe motherfucking Christie of In the Pit. You know, he was there all weekend taking fabulous fucking photos. And shout out to Brian Foster of We Are Media. Brian Foster was there holding it down at the meet and greet, making sure he was getting all that good flavor.
That's why Robin pioneered the Get Pics of Joe posse. And we went to town, goddammit.
We Are Media had drones going. They was getting drone footage of the town.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the documentary when that comes out. When the documentary comes out, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, second documentary, even longer and better, will be fucking fresh. Get to it, Bill.
Right. I did.
I can't wait.
I did one of an interview in the church with a whole bunch of other people that were doing recorded Camp Zool interviews and shit, and so that'll be cool. And then I just want to see everybody walking around again.
Yep. Hey, I tell y'all what. Another homie I'd like to plug is Dan Columbus Underground. He was there with his GoPro all weekend getting good footage. So if you go check out Dan Columbus Underground on YouTube, you can see walkarounds of the town. He filmed all the shows. He'll have all that goodiness on YouTube.
That's nice.
Me and the wife actually enjoyed watching the first Camp Zool documentary together, and all the new people we met this year that we didn't know last year that were there. We're like, oh, there's so-and-so. So that was fun.
Nice.
Absolutely. I was a little disappointed that the Fun Time van didn't make it, that they ended up selling it. But hey, I
didn't know that.
That's one of the things that if you were at Camp 1, you would have gotten to experience.
Yeah, I wondered where it was this year. I didn't know they got rid of it.
Well, we signed it, so they said, well, we can't keep this piece of shit now that the fucking fake time friends have signed it, so they sold it. All right, well, we need to get out of here. We've been on long enough. I'm going to say blame Edie for all this if you don't
blame
like
Edie.
it.
Blame Edie.
Blame Edie.
Blame Edie.
Anything else?
Blame Edie.
Second to Grant. That's all I got. What?
Thank you, One Eye, for being here with us. And Pebs.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you to all the friends.
My pleasure.
And we will see you guys next time. Much love from the underground.
TNT Tailgate Tuesday.
Absolutely.
That's right.
We'll see you all next time.
Peace.
I love you guys.
Horns up.